Hi guys, welcome to Chat with Experts. Today we are here to talk about simplifying business, finance and inventory with Zoho. Today we have Athul, our senior Zoho consultant with us. Welcome Athul to the podcast.
Welcome and good morning, Lekshmi. Thank you for providing me an opportunity to talk in this podcast, and I'm very excited to move forward with the podcast.
Okay, so let's see what expertise you can share with our audience.
Yeah, sure.
Let's start simple. What are the most common problems businesses face when managing finance and inventory?
The most common problem with that all the business faces that like they have a lot of transactions, a lot of revenue coming in, lot of costs going out, but there's no proper system to track all this. Like I have seen this in most of our clients that they are using very outdated systems. Either they're using outdated systems or still they're using very manual process using Excel, which is like a very legacy system, maybe 10 to 20 years old, which doesn't work in the present scenario. Coming to such type of things, we need a proper tool to track all these things. So manual data entry is something which is not feasible in the present generation because we have a lot of transactions. Most of the companies have a billions of turnover, lot of salary expense and lot of other expense also to track. So in such a situation, it is always recommended to have a very good accounting system. So coming to Zoho Books, as you know, Zoho Books is one of the leading accounting platforms in our country and in the whole world for now. So we need a system to track all these things. So there are also alternatives, but when it comes to Zoho Books, it is very cheap. It is very easy to implement. It is very easy to learn, and it can handle a lot of data. There's also a lot of AI features into it. So my take will be to use such systems for making a business more seamless and integrated.
Yeah. I believe, and in the Middle East, Zoho is the hero over any other CRM, I guess.
Yeah. So not only the CRM. So if you take all the products, especially Zoho Books and Inventory, it is leading in the Middle East. There's also a type of credits which the Dubai Economy and Tourism Department provides. It is known as DET credits.
Okay.
So what DET credits does is that it will give you a worth of almost, I think 300 to 400 USD of credits it will give you for free for the first year. So this is applied to only business operating in the Dubai Emirate, not in any other emirate. It is only applicable for the Dubai Emirate. So this has made Zoho very popular in that region, especially coming to the Dubai Emirate. And we itself have a lot of customers and client base in this region. And most of them prefers using these credits. And also the limitations of like some features in Tally and other legacy tools. So legacy tools, what I'm talking about is the tools that is completely built out of server. So that is like not a cloud software. So a very good advantage that Zoho has over other products is that Zoho is completely cloud-based and it is very secure. It is stored in a very secure database and it is compliant of GDPR and HIPAA compliances. So you don't have any fear of data breach and other security issues coming to Zoho. So I think this has made Zoho very popular in the UAE region, and also, as I told you earlier, Zoho is very easy to use and very cheap to implement compared to other products in the market for now.
Okay. So coming to, let's talk about Zoho Books. What exactly does it do for a business?
Okay, so coming to Zoho Books, you can consider it as a like what to say. So earlier, how we used to maintain accounts. So either in a book, we have a ledger book, we have journal books. So previously, so I'm talking this 20 to 30 years ago.
Okay.
We used to manually write, we used to manually record receipts, just staple the receipts into the books. Just pin it out. So this is something which we cannot track. Just imagine if there's a fire or some theft happening. So where's all your data gone? So you don't have any backup, right? So when Zoho Books comes into the picture, so not only Zoho Books, when any accounting tool comes into the picture, you have something that can be visualized and stored somewhere very safe. So when it comes to Zoho Books is more compliance friendly. It is industry friendly. It is suitable for all the industries. Then you can store a lot of data into it. and it is also very easy to use, as I mentioned at the beginning. So, this is what Zoho Book serves for you. So, you have invoices, you can enter that. You have expenses, you can enter that. See, one more thing is that, like previously, if you go to other accounting tools like SAP or Tally, so mainly I'm talking about Tally. There, what you're doing to enter the transaction is this: is that you put journal entries. So, journal entries like you debit and you credit. So this is not like what to say. This is not very advanced mode of recording transactions. But when it comes to Zoho, you don't have to prepare journal entries for 90% of the time. You have a sales happening. You create an invoice. You bill the customer. That bill itself is created as a journal in the back end, and it goes to your ledger accounts. Now coming to your purchase bills, or whether you want to place a purchase order, whether you want to record your expenses. See, all these are very seamless when it comes to Zoho. And also you get all this recorded in your backend, and also Zoho Books provides you the option of integrating with Zoho Payroll, which is a payroll management tool. And it can also be very seamlessly connected with other Zoho products and also leading CRM products like Salesforce and HubSpot also, if possible.
So basically you're saying it's like replacing most of the legacy tools.
Yes, definitely. It is replacing most of the legacy tools. See, even our government, Indian government is supporting Zoho Books. It is providing us free licenses. So even if the government is promoting us to use a tool, then that is compliant of everything, and it can replace all the existing and legacy systems. So that is how powerful the tool has become now.
I guess recently they gave around 1.8 million accounts or something for the government part. Zoho had been handed over that.
Coming to that part, so that is actually Zoho Workplace. Zoho Workplace was taken by our Indian Railways, and I think Indian Defence has also taken that license. So like this is like we can consider this as the first step of our Indian government or our central government entering into Zoho's ecosystem. So maybe next step maybe for them to use Zoho Books for tracking their accounts. Maybe they can use Zoho CRM. So it is like very secure. That is the reason even our government is using this product for now.
So coming to the inventory part of the business, so it's a very big headache, especially for any kind of a business. So how does Zoho inventory come and help the businesses?
Yeah, definitely. Like, see, inventory management is a very complicated process. So I'll just give you with an example of a small shop. See, like we have a small retail shop, maybe a small supermarket, you can say. They have a lot of goods coming in and out. So how this was managed earlier? So it was just bookkeeping. See, bookkeeping is something which is not at all feasible in this era of time. And
especially with AI.
And then what happened? They moved into some POS tools. POS tools, it is like built by them. It is not any cloud-based tool. So it has its own limitations, right? So this is the headache that inventory management has. So they are not able to track it properly. And one more thing is that the inventory is not at all connected with accounts. So when it comes to Zoho, what Zoho is trying to solve is that their inventory and accounts is connected. So you, for example, I raise a purchase order. I want I want 5 kilos of onions, 5 kilos of tomato, something like that. I want this goods to, like, I'm a small retailer. I'm taking this goods from my wholesaler. So my wholesaler is my vendor. I can easily issue a purchase order within the system itself. Now, once I issue the purchase order and after they supply me the goods, they give me a purchase invoice, right, which is commonly known as bill. Now I convert that bill to my books. Then I do all these things in my inventory itself. But when it comes to Zoho, whatever I'm recording in inventory, that is automatically synced to my Zoho Books, which is my accounting platform, so that I'll be having a track of what are my purchases and again what are my sales. Now we also have one more POS system available within Zoho. So that is integrated with both this inventory and accounts too. So now what is happening here? So whenever you do a small billing, even a retail billing in your POS machine, that is also tracked in your accounts. So that is how seamlessly it is connected with all the tools.
So you're saying that it's like power of combining the Zoho Books as well as inventory together.
Yes, exactly. So see, like earlier we did not have anything to track our inventory. Now we're having something which is combining our inventory and POS with our accounts. So that is the change that Zoho has brought into this ecosystem.
Okay. So now, like, since like recently CloudQ achieved like the advanced partner status with Zoho
Yeah.
after a long
Yeah.
amount of effort and hard work. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you for that.
So, see, let's take up a real world experience or example. One of, let's say, a healthcare pharmaceutical business comes to you asking for a migration from some legacy tool or basic bookkeeping, traditional bookkeeping to Zoho. So, what is the process and how does CloudQ team handle that?
See, first thing, we mostly try to get an offline meeting done with the client, because what we believe is that when we are meeting the client face to face, it is something that we can experience what is their business operations. Because I'll just say you the limitation when it comes to an online meeting, because in online meeting, we just believe what they say. We don't see their process. Maybe there can be some communication gaps. So when it is a very big industry, so example, healthcare is a very big industry, right? So they have a lot of medicines, a lot of patients and all these things. So we usually go offline. We conduct a meeting with them. We understand what is their requirements. So mostly healthcare industries will have migration. So in Zoho, we have two options to migrate. So one migration is, so I'm talking this in the accounting perspective, okay? So one type of migration is just entering the previous balances and then starting with the new fiscal year. For us, it is from April 1st. Otherwise, we take out all their data. Maybe there can be 6 to 7 years of data. We migrate into the system, and then freshly they will start from the next financial year, and we will also provide them the training for that. But the problem with the second one is that even if there is a small minute mismatch when we are exporting or when we are importing, that can completely tangle the trial balance and balance sheet, and it can also affect the financial position of the business. So we do use third-party tools. We have connectors, and most of the time we also do migration. And in some cases, we also partner with accounting experts like auditors who will help us in the migration. And this has always made our process more easier. And as you also mentioned, like we achieved the advanced partner tier recently. So like I can proudly say that we are one of the best Zoho books and inventory implementation partners in Trivandrum and Kollam area. So that has like mostly we got a lot of hospital clients. So this is the approach that we followed for all of this clients.
So thank you. Thank you for your expert knowledge on this, and let's meet in the next podcast.
Thank you. Thanks for that.